Everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's W-O-R-I-M-I, not War on My People. So, thank you. That's okay. That's why I spell it, in case you were wondering why I spell it. Okay, so welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Right. What do I want to have a look in this particular reading? Oh my goodness. And just want to point out it's Friday today, which means unless something dramatic happens, I won't be doing videos for the next 2 days. Theoretically time out, but I'll be replying to emails, and trust me, there are hundreds of them, and hearting comments and just keeping an eye on what's happening in the world, and really looking forward to the time where we can talk about more spiritual stuff and about the rebuilding. But in the meantime, certain events are keeping us really busy. And in this particular one, I want to have a look at, Defense Secretary. Oh, that title. Do you realize, I didn't realize that it was so close. In fact, I probably did, but I forgot. Kegs only got the role by one vote. Now, if you remember correctly, if I remember correctly, the nomination was brought to the floor of the House. He was rejected resoundingly, as he should have been. And rather than calling it, Johnson put in some sort of BS delay thing, contacted those in the regime, who contacted several Congress members, reps, and then lo and behold, the vote was held again and Kegs got through by one vote. He might find himself on the outer though, because with the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles, karma coming and biting him on the bum. So I was a bit surprised. It was, like really one vote and you've ended up with this absolute fool. Okay. Anyhow, apparently Kegs has threatened to terminate Anthropic's contract with the Pentagon by Friday unless the AI startup agrees to the regime's terms of use, according to an insider. Now, this is an article in Politico.com. In a meeting with Anthropic CEO, Kegs warned the company to set aside concerns about how its technology may be used or face being designated a supply chain risk. Now, surely, the Grok AI that is embedded in the Pentagon, or soon to be, or whatever it is, however it is, where Fleon integrated all his companies under one banner, and the Saudis pretty much bought the control, paid for the controlling interest of it. Surely that's a supply chain risk. The Saudis own the SpaceX, Grok, Starlink, whatever else you like to call it. Oh, far out, man. Anyhow, back to the article. Or being designated a supply chain risk, according to someone who was granted anonymity to talk about it. The person said Kegs also threatened to use the Cold War era Defense Production Act against Anthropic. So basically, from what I understand, I haven't researched it, but that Defense Production Act can basically allow the government to force any company or organisation to provide products for the Defence Department. Okay, now the reason why Anthropic is backing off, because it's refusing to allow its products to be used for mass domestic surveillance, obviously Grok isn't cutting it, of US citizens, or to be used in physical attacks where the AI makes the decision with no human input. Skynet, anybody? two red lines that the CEO reiterated that is non-crossable. This should be red flag, front page, the fact that the Kegs and the regime are trying to install AI technology for the mass surveillance of citizens and AI military action with no human decision making. So basically the parameters are put in, off you go, send off the AI. Oh dear, you shot this innocent person. It was just the computer. Makes my head hurt. Absolutely makes my head hurt. So pretty much what's happened is that Anthropic has been given till 5 o'clock on Friday before the Department of Defense invokes the Defense Production Act on the company to compel the use of its AI modeling. Far out me dead. I know you know what I wanted to say. An official said Kegs will also label Anthropic a supply chain risk and added that the dispute has nothing to do with the surveillance or autonomous weapon use. BS. Oh. Right, the Defence Production Act apparently was used during COVID-19 to compel the production of medical supplies and accelerate vaccine production. In other words, to stop companies from going slow to make gouging profits, etc. Oh, goodness me. So what do I want to do? I'm using my Gilded Tarot Royale. What will be the outcome of this from Anthropic's point of view? What will be the outcome? So obviously Grok ain't cutting it because the Pentagon's wanting to use this obviously superior AI technology. This needs to be screamed everywhere, right? And support of Anthropic put out there. It is going to be screamed from everywhere. This is moving really rapidly. I would say there are alarm bells going off with the Eight of Wands as the information gets out there. Okay. Challenged by a new plan and a big announcement. Right. Moving really quickly, a new plan and a big announcement being made with that Ace of Wands. I'm talking about Anthropic. Nightmare situation. I think they're going to withdraw their technology. I think they're going to withdraw their skills with this Nine of Swords. I don't, okay. I think they're going to push back on the being compelled. I mean, how can you, it's one thing to be sort of making nuts and bolts for an aeroplane or a vaccine, something physical. This is not a tangible, these are not tangible objects. If Anthropic decided to put a coding malfunction right in the center of it, that could be almost impossible to trace, ergo Musk with the elections flipping, there's nobody to stop him. Nine of Swords, I think they're between a rock and a hard place, and I think they're going to withdraw. Okay, here we go. In the past, the false knight declaring some sort of offer. That's probably kegs in his cups. You've got till 5 o'clock to give it to us or we take it. Gee, how's that for an offer? The energy over this reading is the Page of Wands. So you've got the Ace of Wands as the challenge, the Page of Wands as the energy over it, and the Nine of Swords underneath. And what I think is going to happen is there's going to be more information brought out about this attempted blackmail, because it's not even coercion. you notice that this wand here, this one's fiery. This one has the star shining bright in it. So I like this Page of Wands. I think there's going to be some sort of announcement, because I'm asking about from Anthropic, some sort of announcement come from the company. We've got here the immediate future. It's my Homeland Security, playing the Homeland Security card potentially. But this is also about considering protection, internal protection, in some sort of firewall. Okay, let's see where this goes. Yeah, stopping it, stopping access to it, restricting access to it. They might be legally challenged to, be forced to give it over. I'm just getting stop access, judgment, collective awakening, call to arms, big wake-up call about the abuse of power and the Emperor ruling by decree, my way or the highway, the Nine of Cups, be careful what you wish for, the cup's going to poop in your cup, secrets being revealed with the High Priestess, and potentially legislative action being taken, or this is just this could be the CEO or a leader taking action, loss, disappointment, emotional loss and disappointment, and endings. And then we have a new opportunity being presented. So I think the CEO or whoever's in control of this company is just going to say, go away, no, but stopping access to it. They lose the contract and they may find themselves going to somewhere else, Europe or somewhere, or this could be new documents coming out, because I glanced at the next two cards, the attempted steal and the treason. The attempted steal and the treason. And it is treasonous to have AI in the military that spies on and can attack the citizens with no comeback. Oh, it was the AI. We didn't order it to do that. No, it's a nightmare. I don't think Anthropic are going to hand over the keys. Okay, so how's this going to go for Kegs? Kegs' breath in his cups. How's it going to go for Kegs? I mean, goodness me. Signal gate should have been the end of him. The drunken fool on stage should have been the end of him. Just the makeup room in the Pentagon should have been the end of him. Oh, police! The direct link to an unknown Starlink satellite in his office should have been the end of him. Bloody hell. Infighting, throwing under the bus as this closes in on him. We've got snake in the path, light being shone on the snake, attempted steal, the devil, see you later, you're out of there. See you later, you're out of there. Five of Pentacles. I don't think Hex is going to survive this. I really don't think he's going to survive. This is just going to be one leak too many, or one cock up, or should I say cock down too many. Let's have a look. Oh, I put them back randomly in there, that split the deck, and there's that card again. See you later. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. How's this going to go for Kegs? Because I think Anthropic ain't going to take this. Show me, how's this going to go for Kegs? How's it going to end for the Kegs breath, whiskey Pete, whatever you like to call them? How's it going to end for the Kegs? Right, King of Pentacles, not happy. I gave you an order. That was the night that was in the past. The Trojan horse, the false knight, the offer being made. you know, give it to us or we take it. Two of Wands. He's going to have to decide which way he moves forward on this. There was some sort of agreement. We agreed that you were going to do this with the fading misogynistic energy. You said, not a problem. Okay, and 8 of Cups. 3 Cups spilt. See you later, Pete. 2 of Swords, so we've got 2 twos here. He might find himself on the defensive in some sort of legal pickle over this. We are going to be in uncharted waters. I keep saying that. It's almost like every reading. Nothing we have seen before. What is going to happen is like nothing we have seen before. This is big legal challenge stuff. So externally, well, played the fool. Internally, but can we do a side hustle agreement? Again, we've got some sort of agreement that was made. Hopes and fears, temperance, moderation, winning out. Ace of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. We've got 3 twos. This is my mistake. 1, 2, 3. All 4 of the twos crossroads moments are here for Kegs. All 4 of them. So he's at major crossroads, and then Page of Cups, unexpected information comes forward. That is going to be the ending of him with the 4 of Swords. It's going to be massive overreach that is just going to be too much. I'm feeling he's threatened. Oh, full exposure. The wall's closing in with the 4 of Wands. I think he's done something so stupid. I mean, I know 50 million things he's done is stupid, but this is going to be really, really stupid. He's going to have written something, said something that was recorded, done something where it is undeniable stupid. Like, not even stupid. It is so illegal. It's a bit like, how do I put this? Just trying to think, you know, when something's been rejected and then you sort of try to do the underhanded, you know, here's the brown, let me just wave this brown paper bag full of cash in your direction. And the one that rejected you basically outs you for doing it. It's got that vibe about it. Of you've been rejected, go away. And okay, so okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen with, and let me just remind myself of the name of the company because I'm terrible with information. Anthropic, sorry, forgot. I'm terrible with names. What's going to happen to Anthropic, the company? What's going to happen to Anthropic, the company? Okay, I think it's going to go overseas. It's looking at other options overseas. Back over. That was the Knight of Pentacles that had flipped over, which is about moving forward with stability, security, honourability, and integrity. Can also be about the mercenary, but I think their future is bright. They're going to look overseas at other markets, and we've got the Sun card. After this is all exposed, but I also get it can be a challenge, but it can also amplify the signifier. I think the future is going to be bright for it. The Knight of Wands, it's going to bring forward volatile, the company. Movement forward in a volatile world is what I'm getting there. In the past, secrets being revealed, it's going to be behind them. The lunacy of the administration or the regime is going to be behind them. And we've got the 3 of Cups, celebration. but it's cup energy, it's emotional joy, it's emotional celebration. Where are we going with this? Ten of Swords. I'm getting something about this where it's going to end the military implications of its information, or split up the companies somehow. So this is an end of the technology that was. And then we've got the Queen of Wands, new, inspirational. And then we've got the Sword. These are good cards. So I don't know that the company's going to be dissolved, but it's going to end the warmongering, military complex type situation it's in. It's going to move forward in a new direction with this Dove of Peace. Hopes and fears. There's Kegs with his offer again. He won't go away. Some sort of new contract and agreement. Two of Wands and the Knight of Swords. The Honourable Knight. Making some sort of declaration. So they're going to be in talks. They can choose which way to go. Strength and light or darkness thicket. And you've got the Honourable Knight with the Knight of Swords. Something to do with not simpler times, but I'm just getting for community. Right. For them that tried to coerce with that Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Three of Swords, the Treason card, and then the Nine of Wands, which is the back up against the wall, and this new offer coming forward. On the bottom, we've got the Devil. We've got the Queen of Cups, keeping a lid on this devil energy and walking away to a new beginning, temperance, growth, security, and a judgment moment that will expose what went down. This is going to sound really bizarre, and please forgive me in this, but the image I was given was that Anthropic is going to change direction in what it is providing, and it's going to be used in a more offer to Europe, or to suspect Europe. Can't see Australia doing it, but I do see like Europe and Canada have already joined forces. Australia will be in there. New Zealand will come along when they get rid of their current Prime Minister, Luxton. A lot of these countries that are very, well, not very, but, progressive thinking, forward thinking, are going to join forces. Almost like a new NATO type situation. But it's not going to be for warmongering. It's going to be for development and peace and ideas for the future. And I'm really getting that Anthropic, I keep getting given the image of the, what's it called? The Star Trek ripoff with the guy from American Dad, or whatever it's called. What's his name? I'm going to have to look it up. Hang on a sec. The Orville. I should know that. Oh, because I love it. I love the Orville. It's just they haven't had a season out for so long that I'm starting to get a bit twitchy. I keep seeing the crew deck, like the command deck of the Orville, when I'm reading on this about where Anthropic are going to go in the future. So let's see what happens. I mean, I can be wrong. They might cave under the threat or give the appearance of caving. But I think that internal sabotage thing's going to step up. We'll see how it plays out. Just be aware that the Orange Twerp has launched a royal decree that the United States Postal Service can't be sued. In other words, if it doesn't deliver your ballot that you posted 2 months ago, you can't sue it. So please, whenever you're going in to do a vote, try and do it in person or put it into a registered box. Registered box being the key operative, and also help family, friends, community members to go and vote as well. It's none of your business who they vote for, but help them to try and vote, to actually vote, which is their right to do so theoretically. And also casting back, he's gone off his rocker about the Supreme Court ruling on the tariffs. He's ranting again about how they need a super Supreme Court to overrule the Supreme Court. But also remember, back in February of last year, he signed a royal decree again, stating that only he and Bondi could interpret the law. Oh, BS. I'm pretty sure that got challenged, and they lost that one as well. But just be aware, they are still and will be trying to prevent any midterms from happening. And if they are forced to happen, and I'm not talking about the Orange Turk because he won't make it, but if they do happen, they're going to do everything within their power to cheat, lie, steal, whatever you like to call it. I mean, you only have to look at McConnell in Kentucky, apparently with a 17% approval rating, got re-elected in a statewide election. Yeah, pretty sure that didn't happen. But also, they're losing every special election, 80% blue to 20% red. So they know that if it goes to, for whatever reason, they can't subvert or they don't get taken out in time, which is my hope, and it just requires enough people to actually get over their complacency. And they're doing everything they can, this regime, to wake people up, and they... Anyhow, that's aside the point. That's my little soapbox. I'm heading off for the weekend. Take care. Love to you all. Catch you shortly.